Welcome back to the Till. I had some exciting news today. I had a client stop by and bring me a Washingtonian magazine and noted that my name was listed as a top mortgage professional in the DMV, which is pretty exciting and exciting to make the magazine year after year after year and get some credit for the work that we do. But here's the thing, without you, my clients, I would never make the list. So I just want to personally say thank you. And without you, I could never get acknowledged in such a fine magazine as the Washingtonian Magazine, April edition 2026. Thank you very much for your business. Thank you to the Washingtonian, and I hope to make it again next year. Welcome back to the Till. My name is Kevin Retcher. If you don't know what the Till is, it is truth in lending and in life. Here, we only talk about things that are going to be relevant and truthful to you. All right, so let's get into it. One of the key things today, Fed chairman was speaking and he rallied the markets a little bit and gave us a little bit of expectations of the inflation being under control, which wiped away at one point the 30% expectations of a potential rate hike. And those kind of came off the market. So I'll tell you that in a minute. But I just want to note that the 10-year was at 4.4 at one point today, went as low as 4.32, kind of settled at 4.35, but down for the day, which was much needed in our reality. The CME FedWatch does not have a rate cut listed for the entire year, okay? They're putting not a rate cut until potentially September of 2027. But the key thing to note was this number at 4.3 with a rate hike was as high as 30% on Friday. So that has dropped substantially by almost 27 basis points. Next in the news, the Washingtonian Magazine, Best of DC. If you look for mortgage pros, in the April edition of the Washingtonian, listed on page 162, Kevin Retcher was listed as one of the top mortgage professionals in the Washingtonian Magazine. So I'm happy to say and proud to say that I've made the magazine once again. It's nice to be recognized, but I really have to say thank you to all my clients that have done business with me year after year after year that allows me to actually make the Washingtonian top mortgage professional list in the Washingtonian Magazine. So I want to say thank you very much for that. Last but not least, if you've done a mortgage with First Meridian Mortgage, there's a high probability that I sent you or your loan in the last few years to United Wholesale Mortgage. United Wholesale Mortgage is now going to be servicing all of their loans. So there's a high probability that if you go to built.com, that you could potentially be getting Built rewards. Think of it as mortgage miles or airline miles for paying your mortgage through Built. Now, it is not like you're putting your mortgage payment on your credit card. They do an ACH separately from the card, but you can also get the card and earn additional points and level up those mortgage points also to get credit for your largest payment that you make on a monthly basis. They have 3 different cards, one with no annual fee, one with $95, and one with $4.95. The first one has 1 times your annual spend. I think you just have to use the card for a percentage. I think 25% of whatever your mortgage payment would be, and then you get your full benefit of your mortgage payment in reward points. If you do the $95 one, you actually get $200 in built cash, and you also get $300 on the bigger card. The bigger card at $495 actually has priority pass for airlines. If you travel a lot, this card could be very, very useful, and you could level up on your mortgage bills to 1.25% and 2% on everyday spend. So these cards could be useful. Even if you don't get a card, you can ACH through the built system, and I think get a minimum of 250 built points. And it doesn't sound like a lot, even at the minimums, but the maximums are pretty good. But here's the thing, they do allow transfer for 1-to-1 to airlines. So that is actually better than a lot of cards, and could be quite useful. So again, just like to notate, my name is Kevin Retcher, owner of First Meridian Mortgage. Check me out in the Washingtonian Magazine as a top mortgage professional. I'm happy to have made the list again. And to all my clients, I absolutely want to say, I love you, thank you, and let's do it again.